Okay, so we're gonna go over, I'm sure you guys have been seeing people post or just things popping up about Instagram likes disappearing. Not the ability for you to like, but the ability for you to see who's liked whose posts and how many likes people's posts get. Only you will be able to see how many your own posts get, okay? Now, this is like, it hasn't happened yet. There's been stuff floating around everywhere that's, supposed to happen. Do I know if it's happening 100%? No. But don't you want to be ready if it does happen? Yes. So we're going to talk about that. But first, there's a few people. If you enrolled somebody this week, I want you to put it in the chat right now. If you enrolled a distributor or if you enrolled a loyal customer, go ahead and put it in the chat. Jenna, I want to start with you. I know that you enrolled a distributor this week. So tell us, you can unmute yourself and tell us how you signed her. Like, were you talking to her forever? What did you say? Is there anything specific? Go ahead.
So the last one I signed this week, I just messaged her randomly. It's just one of those, like, everyone's probably like, oh my God, I hate her, just signing someone should message. That doesn't happen often, but I messaged her and she ended up being interested. And then that happened again today. I have another one interested. But typically if someone is really interested, like last week I signed one girl and she was watching my story, like being consistent on like my story. She's like, okay, tell me about this and how can I make money? Basically.
Cool. And then you just like talked her through the steps and she was like, yeah, do it. Wow.
I have like something that I say, like my little blah, need more info, blah, want more info. And then once they're ready, we go for it.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That seemed like it was pretty like quick then. That's good.
Sometimes it happens like that.
Yep. Like Susie on here, I had messaged her once and she joined at that time. But then there's people who are like, okay, I've been watching you for a year now. I think I might be ready. And I'm like, why did it take a year? Okay. Haley, unmute yourself and tell us you had a DT. And I feel like you had more than one customer, but maybe I'm wrong. Go ahead and tell us how you did that.
Wait, what month is it?
November.
Yeah, I've had three. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with the DT, oh my gosh, I talked to this girl. I'm actually really good friends with her. I've known her since high school. She has literally picked up her phone and called me like 10 times since I started this business. And she's like, okay, I'm going to send you my info. Okay, I'm going to send you my info. Never did it. Yesterday, she finally called me and she was like, okay, I have to do this. And I was like, I don't believe you. Like, you're not going to do it. And last night, she sent me all her info. And we have been texting all day today. She's been blowing me up with screenshots and everything else. And she's already done with all her training. So she's like on fire right now. And then I've had 3 loyal customers. 2 were from last month that they said they were ready to order. And I just followed up with them and they decided to sign. And then the 108 BV that I got yesterday was from the girl who actually won our $500 Visa gift card giveaway. And she decided she was going to be a DT, and she was like, I'm going to try the products first. So she decided to get the products. And I sold her on like the 105 bundle pack, but it was been taken off of our site. But it really hasn't been, if you know your website, because like if you go add the 1 bag of keto coffee, 1 bag of the the Thermofy X and the cleanse, it equals like $114. But she wanted, oh my gosh, this cat. She wanted a whole month's supply. So I just did like the cleanse, the keto coffee, and the ThermoFit X. And then if you order like on your personal website, it automatically pops up and says 10% off. So she got 10% off. And then I went all the way through to, I'm sorry, this cat's like about to attack me. She went all the way through, and then like when I was logging or placing her order, it says, congratulations, you unlocked the keto coffee and greens for $49. So she added that, plus she got 10% off. So it was like $170. Well, it ended up being $146. So she thought she saved all this money when really it was just like the bundle pack. So that's how you can upsell, is get the 10% off and all that. So yeah.
That's amazing. I know I've been placing orders through my personal website too. That 10% off it hasn't come up on mine. So I don't know if it happens
Really?
every time. Yeah. So just
It
be
happens
careful.
every single time on mine. Like as soon as I click it, it automatically pops up. So I don't know what that is, but it's
That's
been doing
amazing.
it.
The discounted coffee and greens, that has been popping up, but you guys don't like rely on that and tell people that that's the price. After you talk to them and, okay, let's say that they want the coffee and the greens and something else. When that pops up, take a photo of it and be like, oh my God, this just popped up. Like, holy crap, I've never seen this before. Do you want me to add this to your order so you get a month's supply? Okay, that's a really easy way to upsell, but don't like expect that to be there every time, because it's not going to be there forever. Okay.
And I've also seen, like, if somebody wants a month's supply, I'll tell them, oh my gosh, I'll tell them the whole price. And then at the end, I'll be like, oh, well, I can get it for, like, however much cheaper it is. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. And I've had people add another product because they're getting so much off of it. So they're like, oh, we'll add another product. And then they get the 10% off also, if it pops up. That's weird that it hasn't popped up on yours.
I don't know why, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's great. Linda, I know you're brand new still, but do you want to share how you got your 2 customers this week? Oh, she disappeared. Oh, I scared her.
Here. No.
Okay.
Hi, I'm still here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just got 2 news this week, yesterday and today. One of them is one of my friends who I talked about it when I started using them, and I was telling them about it and telling them how I like them. So I was telling them that I was thinking about selling them, and I asked them if they would be interested. She was one of the ones that like, yeah, I'm down. So I just asked her last week about it, and she's like, okay. So she decided to get some. And then the other friend that signed up today, she saw one of my stories on Instagram, one of my coffee Instagram stories, and she reached out to me and asked me, hey, I've seen this before on a lot of other people's pages, but never someone that I know. So I wanted to ask you about it and see what you thought about it and blah, blah, blah. So then I told her about my experience and how much I liked it, and she like decided to sign up for it.
That's awesome. Did you guys hear that? Like, she signed those because she had been using the product. So she was able to easily be like, this is why I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you should try it. And like, well, they trusted her because they know her, right? So you have to be using the products.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. Okay. So, okay, I muted you. Don't worry. Okay, let me. Okay, there we go. So you guys have probably been seeing it floating around that Instagram likes are disappearing. Not your ability to like photos, but your ability to see how many likes somebody else got. So you will only be able to see how many likes you got. Nobody else will be able to see how many likes you got. That has not happened yet, but it's out there floating around. Instagram has posted about it. So I'm expecting it to happen. Do I know it's going to happen 100%? No, I don't know. So maybe it won't happen, but I'd rather us be prepared and like us not freak out. And because I know a lot of my team, that's the way we follow. We go to people's likes and we follow the people who liked certain photos. So I want to talk about that today. So different ways that we can like photos, because that's the main thing. Like, I think that Instagram getting rid of this feature is actually amazing, because it's going to stop some comparison issues that people have. Because if I go to Cheyenne Knox's page and say, oh my God, she just gets, I don't know how many likes she gets. She just gets 3,000 likes per photo, and I'm only getting 30. Well, okay, that's comparison, and now that's making me feel bad, and now I don't want to do anything, right? So I love that they're thinking about doing this, because I feel like it really will help some people's comparison issues. Like, it doesn't matter how many likes you get, as long as you are posting things that you like and you are giving value to the people who are following you. Who cares if somebody likes it or not? Okay, if they're following you, they're scrolling past it and they're seeing it. Doesn't matter if they like it. Okay, so I support this. But anyways, that doesn't matter. The ways that we can now follow people, because before, like I said, we would just go to the people who liked it and then follow those people. Different ways is one, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see the comments still. So we'll be able to follow the people who commented. Number two, we can follow followers of specific pages. So if you, I'm trying to think of a page, like a blogger that you like, or a boutique that you buy from frequently, you can go to the followers and you can follow the followers of that thing. So you have that in common, like you both like that boutique, right? Now, the downfall on that is like not all those people might not be active. So like that kind of sucks, but whatever, like there's a price to pay when changes happen. And then the third thing is through hashtags. So you guys, when you go on your Discover page, so if you're on your Instagram and you click on the magnifying glass and you can search things, there is a person head, and then you can type in somebody's name and stuff will pop up. And then there's a hashtag. You can hashtag anything. So like my hashtag that's coming up is pregnant. Okay. So I type in pregnant hashtag, and all of these people who hashtag pregnant pop up. Now it's going to take more time because I can't just follow down the list, but I can scroll through, and now I can be more intentional about following. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not very intentional about following. I just follow down the list until I get 200 people, and it takes me about 2 minutes. And because of that, I probably follow some really crappy people. And now I'm having to weed out all these people, and it sucks. So this is actually a really good thing for me. I'll be able to go through and see, okay, well, this person obviously like is a blogger, so I'm not going to do that. But okay, this girl looks like a normal person, follow, you know. The fourth thing is through location. So that's the fourth little icon over here. And you guys can type in any type of location. So you can just type in your current location, and everybody who posted a photo and tagged your current location, all those people are going to pop up. Okay. If like your college, whatever college you went to, type in your college and you can follow all the people who were there. Places that you visit frequently, or places that you like to go. Like if you go to the gym, type in gyms in your area. It doesn't even have to be your specific gym, but it can be just gyms in your area, and you can follow people who, you know what I'm trying to say, clocked in. It's not clocked in, but you know what I mean. So those are different ways. We don't need to freak out about this, because I know that there's been some people on my team who are like, oh my God, like, what are we doing? I'm so upset. Relax. Okay, it's going to work out. 2 years ago, we didn't have Instagram stories. Look at how much has changed. We didn't have IGTV. We didn't have live videos. Look how much has changed, you guys. You need to expect change. And that's what I want to talk about too, is that, so I listened to this John Maxwell podcast a few days ago. I made a video about it. It's on my YouTube if you want to go watch it. But he talked about your attitude and how your attitude is the difference maker in everything that you do, in your business, your workouts, your relationship with your husband. When you walk out the door after this, like, your attitude matters. It's a difference maker. And so he talks about the 5 big challenges that affect our attitude, and, you know, what can bring our attitude down. And it's discouragement, problems, change, fear, and failure. And so I just want to talk about change. You guys, how do we deal with change? Number one, we need to expect it to happen. Like change is going to happen forever and always, and it's never, ever, ever going away. So he said it's not about how well you can adapt to change, it's how well you can anticipate change. So us doing this Zoom right now, we're anticipating this change. Like we've seen it happening. Like we know that there are going to be changes that are going to happen to social media. Like we know that's going to happen on every platform. Like we don't know how long Facebook is going to be around for, but guess what? Something else is going to come up and we're going to have to learn it. Okay. So number one thing is we need to expect that it's going to happen. Number two, we need to make a commitment to pay the price for change. So for example, this Instagram thing, the price is, I'm not gonna be able to follow as fast. Whatever. Like God put this business in your path and in your life for a reason. He's gonna see you through it if you give it the attention and the time that it needs. Okay, so now I can follow people way more intentionally, and probably get better followers back and actually follow people that I enjoy. Okay, so there's a price for everything, and like you just have to commit to that and move past it. Number three was have a realistic understanding of change. So like in the end, how big of a deal would this be if this happened? Not a big deal at all. Okay. And there's a lot of things like, yeah, there's change and it's like, oh my gosh, really big deal. But lots of the things that change on social media or in our business, like look at the outside picture, take a step back and just be like, okay, is this going to affect my whole life? No. So take a breather. Like it's okay. And just some like characteristics of people who are really, really good at change, because I know like I'm not very good at change. I hate change. Like I like my routine. And so some characteristics of people who are better or good at change are they are confident, they are self-motivated, they're goal-oriented, they enjoy being challenged, which I know like for me, sometimes I don't enjoy being challenged all the time because like, I don't know, I feel like some people 25 and younger, like we want life to be easy. Maybe that's just me. You can call me lazy, I don't care. But I think it's the truth. We want like quick results, right? These people are open-minded. The people that are good with change are open-minded. They're optimistic. They have humor, like they can laugh at themselves, and they're flexible. So these are some things that I'm saying in my daily affirmations now, because like I want to be good at change. I want to expect it. And that's why I'm doing this Zoom before, this thing even hits, because things like this are going to happen. They could take stories away in 6 months, but guess what? We have IGTV and we have lives. So we should know how to use those things already. You guys get what I'm saying? So does anybody have any questions about like Instagram in general? We have 10 minutes before the Rise Recap Zoom, which I'm super excited about. So any questions you guys have, put it in the chat and we can just like chat openly for the next 5 minutes. Excuse me.
Hey Taylor, I just had a comment about just following, and so since I've stopped using Captivate, I think I have seen just way better results in the people I'm following, not I'm gonna say like quality of people, but I'm intentionally following people that I can see a relationship with. And when I look at some people, I'll even go to their profile page and just look to see if we have anything in common. And if we don't, I'm not going to add them as a friend because they're not going to want to see my content. So I will specifically follow people that are interested in, like Western clothing, agriculture, like things that are, I don't want to say, that I like to do. And that has like changed everything. I've enrolled so many more distributors who I already have something in common with, and then it's so easy to connect with them versus following people who we don't have anything in common and they don't want to see my page, so they're going to unfollow me anyways. And then it takes way longer to unfollow people who don't even follow me back. So that's been a game changer. And I'm so glad I stopped using Captivate and I just intentionally follow people that, I mean, you can still do it super fast, but going to specific pages, locations that you're interested in. I always search places out west, like where I love to travel in the mountains and things. And it's just been a game changer. So I mean, I wouldn't even use Captivate anymore. If you still do, I would just follow people intentionally and take time to do it, because building your business and your network is huge. And if you do that with intention, I mean, you're going to enroll a lot more distributors who will stick with you because you can build that relationship. This business is so built on relationships. So
Yeah, it kind of sucks when you sign a distributor and you have like you can only talk about the business.
we talked about that today. Yeah.
Like that's happened to me, and I'm like, I cannot connect with this person. So you guys, Captivate it's a third-party app that helped you follow people, if you don't know. And if you like, we can't use third-party apps anymore. Instagram is going to shut your account down if you have your account connected to third-party apps such as Captivate, Cleaner, any app that allows you to unfollow people, get more followers, get more likes. So if you have those still, like, you need to delete them. Because I've seen people get their accounts taken away and I've seen people get their accounts suspended from it. So like, log out and don't use them. So how and Alyssa, you can talk about this too, but how I'm unfollowing, because that was a question. There's a price to pay when change happens. So Ashley Blum said what she's doing is if you go to your Instagram page and you click on your following, the people that you're following, you can sort those people. It says sort by default, and there's an arrow, and you can sort it by the latest. And that means that's the people that you've most recently followed. Okay, so I follow about 200 people a day. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit to the people I didn't just follow. And then I'm going to click on their profile. And then I'm going to click on their following, the people that they are following. If your name isn't at the very top, they are not following you. So you can go ahead and unfollow that person because they didn't follow you back when you followed them. Okay, now go ahead and like interact on a few things, like a few posts, and then you can unfollow them and then maybe they'll follow you back. But your name will be at the top of their followers list if they are following you. Now, I don't know if this is everybody or if this is just me, but when I'm doing that, my phone is so dang slow. And it makes me want to stab my eye out with a pencil. So I did that for a little bit, and then I'm like, I can't take it. And now I've literally just been going to my following list, and I'm just scrolling through it to get past like the people who in the beginning, it's like all the people I really want to follow, because sometimes when I sort it, you guys, it takes like 5 minutes for it to sort. I don't understand what's going on. If this is anybody else, just let me know. Jenna, I will send you the video that Ashley Blum did. She explains it and she shows it on her phone. But I'm scrolling down and I'm like, you can tell, like, I'm following random boutiques and random like dudes, and I'm like, how did I follow you? This is me being unintentional with my following. So this is the price I'm paying. And I'm just going through and I'm unfollowing these people. If they don't have a good profile photo, I'm going to unfollow you. If I click on your thing and your first like 6 photos, I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm unfollowing. That's what I'm doing. So, Alyssa, want to talk about how you are cleaning up your followers?
Yeah, I just posted in the comments. That's exactly what I'm doing too. If they don't have, I don't want to say like a good quality profile picture, but if there's a picture and it's like of a butterfly or something, the person, I mean, if they're not going to show their face on their photos, I'm not going to follow them. If it's, yeah, like you said, boutiques or just like random guys that I used to, when I did Captivate, it follows everyone. So you follow all kinds of random things. And yeah, it's crazy that it's so easy to miss. But I'm doing the same thing, just going through, and if they don't look like they're real people or it's like a crazy profile picture, I'll just unfollow it. I never did ever go look to see if they were following me. I feel like it takes so much more time. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Nothing too crazy. It's just straight to the point, unfollow.
Haley, what did you want to say?
Ways to do it, honestly. I think that's probably your best bet.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do is I'm really OCD about this stuff because I hate having to go through 4,000 followers. So what I do is like, I liked this girl's photo and I went under her likes and I started following people. I took a screenshot of this and put it in a folder. So now I can type her name in and go to the followings and then unfollow from there so that I don't have to try to find all these people in 4,000 followings. So I just screenshot it, go back to her profile, and then go to this picture. Or like if the likes go away, you can just go to her profile, go to following, and then you can see the people you followed there. So that's what I do. And then I just screenshot it and I have it in a folder to where all the people that I've followed are.
So you're literally going through all of your followers.
Do what?
Are you literally going through all of your followers?
No, that's just like if I follow like 200 people a day, I'll follow like 200 people on here. And then I'll screenshot it. And then like in a week or two, I'll go back to this and see who doesn't follow me or I don't care about their profile. And then I'll unfollow from there instead of trying to go through all those 4,000 followers and seeing the same people.
That makes more sense. Okay. Cool. I'm going to start doing that.
Haley, do you know how to make collections? Like save photos in your collections on Instagram?
No.
You could do that instead of screenshotting. What you can do in the bottom of the picture there that you're looking at in the bottom right hand corner, there's like a little flag.
Oh, this thing?
Yes.
And then just it'll save to the thing.
So if you save that, yeah, and what you can do, it'll say like add to collection or something. Make a collection that says like, today's following or whatever, like November 14th following or whatever you're going to do. And you can save that. And then what you can do is go to your collections and it's in saved files. Oh boy, have Taylor send you a screen recording of where to find your save. I don't know how to explain where to find it. But if you just click on the album, it'll just take you right to that post. So you don't have to actually save it in your phone. It'll just save it in a collection on an Instagram app itself.
Okay, I need to start doing that then.
And
but yeah, that helped me a lot because when I was going through like the newest to latest, like Taylor said, it took forever.
Yeah.
And then you had to scroll down 4,000 people to find out where you were.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I've never thought of that.
That's really, really smart. And then, Haley, you don't have to type their name in every time because the saved post is right there. So you can just click the name.
Oh, okay.
So what how to find that is go to your profile, and then at the top right, there's those 3 lines. Click that, and then it says settings, archive. In the middle, it says saved.
Oh, okay, I see it.
And then like I have collections made from like way back when. I haven't done this in so long, but I had like post ideas, PLCs, PDTs, and it's kind of just like saved posts on Facebook, but it's on Instagram.
That's how I save all my hosted posts. So I remember who has hosted a post for me. I'll just make a November hosted post, and then I'll just save one of their random posts on Facebook just so I can remember their name.
That's smart. Wow, that's good. I keep a Excel sheet, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to remember to put their name into it, and yeah.
I would never get lost with that. I have to have it all on my phone, and I use collections for everything, even top leaders I follow, any just random bloggers I follow. I'll just put like following top leaders. I'll make collections for everything, and it's super handy. I always use that feature.
That's awesome. Yay. Okay. Well, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. We now